Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to a video here on Train, where today, I believe this is the first day they came out. Yeah, February 4th. So the first fan results are in for the All-Star voting, and I think you probably saw my video. Some mixed results with some mixed reactions in there, but yeah, I'm very interested to see what we have here. Is there? Yeah, okay, we're gonna go ahead. Okay, so starting off in the Western Conference, the front. I'm gonna just go. Yeah, LeBron James, obviously, with the most votes. That's absolutely deserved. He deserves the most votes. Then Jokic about 600 or 800,000 behind. I don't know, 700,000. That's a significant difference. I'd say a little bit more than I would have thought. But I get it's LeBron James. Everyone knows who LeBron James is. Okay, whether they watch basketball or not, you know who LeBron James is. So that makes sense. And then, yeah, Jokic and Leonard are. I think that's who I had in my top three for the front court in the Western Conference. James, Jokic, Leonard. Or I might have had George in there just because, like, as you can see, Leonard's getting the votes. George isn't. George deserves to be an All-Star, but that's a huge drop off from Anthony Davis to Paul George. Dang, that's huge. Okay. Then Zion Williamson, I figured. Andrew Wiggins. What is Andrew Wiggins? What is he putting up? He's putting up 17 points a game with only 5 rebounds, rounding up, and 2.2 assists. This isn't even his best year. Is this a joke that I'm missing out on? Because I'm not on NBA social media stuff. I'm not on social media in general. But Andrew Wiggins, there's no way that Andrew Wiggins has more votes than Wood and Ingram. I'm at a loss of words right now. Okay, moving on. Yeah, so Wood absolutely deserves to be an All-Star this year. I don't know if he will be. Fan vote probably won't get him in there. But absolutely deserves to be an All-Star. Then Brandon Ingram, I think he's putting up some nice stats. Yeah, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Yeah, I don't know if he'll make it or not. But he's putting up fine numbers. Both of these two deserve to be ahead of Wiggins. And Carmelo Anthony. Is this, I think, because this is more than likely going to be his last year, right? It is, well, not more than likely. He's nearing the end of the career, so is this like kind of what they did with Dirk and Wade? Because I don't think... Yeah, that Carmelo. Yeah, so I'm guessing. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But Andrew Wiggins, that's why? Why is Andrew Wiggins here? Okay, Eastern Conference. I feel like this one was also pretty easy. You had Kevin Durant, who I believe is getting the most votes. Yeah, Durant easily with the most votes. Well, not easily. Those two are pretty close. But outside of that, it's honestly not overly close. And then Giannis and Joel. Those are 3 all with MVP chances. Specifically, these two. Not surprisingly, not Giannis. Well, actually, really not surprisingly. But yeah, those 3 are, I think, will be the 3 starters. Should be the 3 starters. And then Jason Tatum. He's playing well. I would have worn my Tatum jersey. In fact, I was planning on it, and then I realized I'm using a green screen. And that would not have been the brightest of ideas. But yeah, Jason Tatum there, and then a huge drop off, a 500,000 vote drop off. Even well, not actually not as quite as big as that one, but very close. Unless I'm getting my math wrong. Oh, it might be more. Anyway, another huge drop off right here, which we're seeing right around like it's these top 4 in both the East and the West. I wonder how it's going to play out for guards that are getting all these votes and then drop off. Okay, that's interesting. But then Jimmy Butler with 300,000, Jimmy and Bam. I think they're 2 great players. However, first of all, Bam should be ahead of Butler, just based off production this year. Bam Adebayo has looked more impressive than Butler has this year. Will that probably change? Yes. But the other thing, Miami is not good. I get this is the All-Star game, and that's like taking less into account as we see Jeremy Grant down here. But these two should not be that high. Bam should get in. I'm gonna say Bam should get in as a reserve. I don't know if Butler should get in. It's like if we go over here, we go look at Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's not bad. They're not bad numbers. 18 points or 19 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. One major problem is the 9 games. Sorry, you could also make that case with Jason Tatum. Has not played a lot of games, but then Jason Tatum has also put up a little bit better stats, and the Celtics are winning. So yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of Jimmy Butler this high. I would rather have Adebayo ahead of him. I would rather have Domantas Sabonis ahead of him, personally. I know Sabonis has actually taken a step back. So has Julius Randle. But those two have had insane years. Gordon Hayward should be an all-star, okay? Because if we go and look at his, why can't I spell? If we go and look at his stats from this year and compare it, when was he an all-star again? I don't remember. And my computer's about to die. Well, if we compare his stats this year to his stats from, I'm guessing, 16-17, he has a star there. So yes, he's averaging more points, okay, a little bit more turnovers, more blocks, more steals, more assists, 0.1 less total rebounds. And Derry averages 0.1 less. Better free throw percentage. I don't really know what EFG. I'm stupid, so where is it? Better field goal percentage. Better 3-point percentage. Gordon Hayward deserves to be in the All-Star game. Okay, that's probably not the most popular of opinions, but he deserves to be in it. Jeremy Grant is putting up great stats, but yeah, the Wizards, not the Wizards, the Pistons they're just not good. So that was the front court for both the East and the West. Now for the guards. Starting off in the West again, Stephen Curry. He's a very good basketball player, and I think he deserves a lot of votes. He was going to get a lot of votes, so I'm not surprised at him being number one. And the Warriors are starting to win now, so I think fair enough, number one. Luka Doncic, I'm also again not surprised. I think he deserves it less than Curry does. Which is nothing against it. It's just he's playing great basketball. He's still finding ways to score, even though his 3-point percentage has been iffy. Still finding ways to score. So he's a very good basketball player, very good. But so I'm not surprised by this. I don't necessarily agree with him being deserving. He's not in my opinion, should not be a starter. Will he be a starter? Yes, he's going to be a starter. But I don't. Not again. I have nothing. There's nothing wrong with this. Like, I'm not upset about it. It does take a lot for me to be upset, so that's part of the reason. But I'm not upset. Like, he is a very good basketball player. He is the second best player on this list. Maybe first, second, third best player, however you want to look at it. So he absolutely deserves, and he absolutely deserves to be up here with Curry. So I'm fine with it. Not my pick, but it's fine. Damian Lillard is actually someone I had above Luka, just because I think Lillard's been more consistent, a little bit more consistent, because Luka's game has gone. It actually didn't start out too great. It's gotten a lot better. But like the 3-point percentage is something that's really not good. But so I think I saw a stat like Luka and Draymond Green have the exact same career 3-point percentage right now. So that's not great. But yeah, so Lillard at 3, nothing wrong with it. That, like, an absolutely amazing basketball player, deserves to be in the All-Star game. Now, the biggest drop-off thus far, 741,000 vote difference. Well, 741,110 vote difference to Ja Morant. I mean, he's a great player. But if we go over here and just type in Ja Morant. First thing, this. I should have brought it up with Tatum. I didn't. But if you want to, Jason Tatum, but he still played double the amount of games. So like that's anyway, that is my biggest knock on him. But yeah, for Ja Morant, yeah, that's not good. That's not great. I mean, the points, points aren't great. Rebound's not great. Granted, don't think he was a great rebounder last year. Yeah, he's not a great rebounder. Assists, they're good. Good assists, better than last year's. Okay. And field goal percentage isn't bad. Like the 51% from the field, that's good. 28.6 is not good. That's bad. That is bad. What did he shoot last year? Shot 34%. Yeah, that's. And the free throw percentage going up. But yeah, it's 8 games. He's played in 8 games. Whereas, like, someone below him, Donovan Mitchell, has played in more than double that and has put up better numbers. Except for assists. He doesn't have as much assists. But has more rebounds, more points. Shooting better. Well, not from the field, but from 3. Free throw, win shares. Granted, it's win shares to in depth. But also the best player on the best team. Is Donovan Mitchell only getting 236,000 votes? That's what I have a problem with. That's one major thing I have a problem with. Donovan Mitchell deserves more votes. Okay? Donovan Mitchell is an insane NBA player. He is getting majorly disrespected here. Okay? And to the 236,000 people, or however many people that was that voted for him, well done. He was my starter because he's the best team on the best team in the NBA. Okay, Donovan Mitchell deserves more votes. That is something I'm angry about. Fine with Luka Doncic being there. Donovan Mitchell deserves to be, first of all, number 4, and then take these 9,000 stupid-ass votes away and give them to Donovan Mitchell. I don't know. I think Donovan Mitchell deserves to be number 4. Ja Morant, number 5. Well, even still, Booker and Paul, I think, are also great choices. I don't think Ja Morant deserves to be in the All-Star game, personally. But I don't think he will make it in. Not because I don't want him to, but because there's like a whole other half of this where it's like the media, the coach, and all that stuff. So my guess is, I hope they're not. And it's nothing against Ja. He's an absolutely amazing player. should typically deserve to be an All-Star. But this year, due to the fact that he's played in half as many games as Donovan Mitchell, as Booker, as Paul, and is getting in one of these cases double the amount of votes is absurd to me. CJ McCollum, I love to see him getting votes. That's awesome. SGA, I think people expected a breakout year. Has been good. What are his stats? I don't have them off the top of my head. 22. Okay, yeah, that's better than I thought. That is honest. I thought he wasn't doing too great. But no, 9,000 votes. And come on. Should he make the All-Star game for announcers? Absolutely. I get it. I think it's I get it's a joke, or maybe just, yeah, it's a joke. Sorry, I don't know what I was trying to say there. I get it's a joke, but I mean, it's not going to change too much. He's not making it, but and like plus those 99,000 votes will probably just go to these two. So it really doesn't matter. But at least put Alex Caruso there. Come on. Next in the East, Bradley Beal, I think absolutely deserves to be the number one here in the guard in the East. He is the one counterclaim. I think he's one of my major counterclaims to a team not doing too well. When you're the leading scorer in the NBA, you deserve to be in the All-Star game, like without a doubt. Switch these two, please. James Harden is better than Kyrie Irving. Okay, he is. James Harden was the one willing to take this, and it could just be my personal bias for what he's done. James Harden was the one to take a step back, I guess you could say, in Brooklyn. Because in their first game, Kyrie took the most amount of shots, with Durant second and James third. In my opinion, Durant should be the number one option, with Harden the second, Irving the third. But Harden's focused on playmaking, which I absolutely love. I think he's averaging near... he's averaging more. I was thinking about 10 assists. Yeah, no, he's averaging 11.2 assists, 24.4 points on very good shooting, like about on par with where he's been. He's absolutely amazing. I mean, you go and look. There's practically no difference from what he was doing in Houston. I mean, he's fouling more, but in terms of offense, it's the exact same, plus assists, plus more assists. Like offensively, he shot better in both instances. Free throws, yeah, stayed about the same as you'd expect. Yeah, everything's just gone up since he's been to Brooklyn. I think he just should be number 2. Well, actually, not really. I think he should be number 3 with Kyrie at 4 and Jaylen Brown at 2. Personally, am I biased? Probably. But before I get to there, they're both insane NBA players. 2 of the best in the league. 2 of the best guards in the league. But I would personally have Harden above Irving. Now Jaylen Brown. Okay, so we see these stats: 24, 11, and 7. Okay, if we go Jaylen Brown. Okay, well that wasn't. I was hoping, but still, 26.4 points. Technically 6 rebounds, rounding up, 4 assists from the shooting guard position. And look at this. So in his career, 47.4% from the field. This year, 51.8. 3-point, 37.6, 42.4. Free throw, 68.7, 76.3 now. That's still not great. He deserves to be an all-star starter. There's no way. He deserves to be an all-star starter, in my opinion. He's absolutely amazing. He's competing for Tatum for the best player on the team. So let's go Basketball Reference and Tatum. Yeah, that one. Okay. So they're averaging very similar amount of points. Only 0.4 more to Tatum. Tatum has gotten more rebounds and assists. I'm assuming just like the rebounds, he plays more power forward, and Brown plays small forward as his biggest role. And then assists, I think this because Tatum's typically the more of a ball handler. But even still, like when Brown gets the ball, he goes to score. But yeah, percentage wise, 51.8, 47.8, 41.1 from Tatum, 42.4. It's like except minus free throws. Brown's honestly a little bit better. Brown's better in shooting, but I'm glad he will more than likely make the All-Star game, which makes me happy. But yeah, I'm overall not too upset with these top four. But yeah, so then Zach LaVine at 5, absolutely well deserved. Man, he's absolutely amazing. Trae Young has picked his play back up. I talked about inconsistencies a little bit earlier with these two, but inconsistency right here. He was supposed to be. In fact, quite a while ago, I made a weekly update where he was number 1 in my MVP race. He is no longer up there, but his play is picked back up. So yeah, he could make a push for the All-Star game. I would be surprised, honestly, if he didn't make it. But then Sexton here at 7, love it. Sexton I really like. I think he's played great, specifically against Kyrie Irving. But yeah, I think the 200,000 votes. Yeah, I like it. And then Derrick Rose at 8. He hasn't put up the numbers that these other ones have, but it's Derrick Rose. Like, come on, it's Melo. You gotta put him in there. So I'm glad he's receiving some votes. Honestly, I think he does deserve more than Westbrook. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, no, he doesn't. But Westbrook, well, stat-wise, I'm moving on. Westbrook, I think is he averaging his triple double? I need to have these stats memorized soon. Not quite. Well, rounding up, yeah. But Washington sucks, so he's not going up there. And Ben Simmons honestly isn't playing. He's not playing great, but he's also not playing horrible. It's like he's still averaging 8 assists, which is right on par with his career averages, and it's only 3 points down from last year. So it's not horrible. It's also his second best 3-point shooting year, and yeah, it's not great. He's not playing good basketball, but honestly, it's not too far off from his other 2 All-Star years.